This is John and April's Kitchen Table, and this week we're talking about Denzel Washington and his wife Pauletta.
If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe and click on that bell.
Yeah. So this week, Denzel received a Lifetime Achievement Award. And beforehand, he was on the red carpet. They asked him basically what he thought his greatest achievement in life was. And he turned to his wife, and she said,
"Your 4 children." And then he was like,
"Nah, I was pointing at you."
He's like, "I was pointing at you."
Right.
I was like, "Oh, Denzel."
So first of all, let me just say that Denzel is loved in this home, not just by my wife,
yes,
but also by me. We love Denzel.
We do.
Denzel's a man's man. All the movies that he's in are great.
Yeah.
But the thing we really like about him a lot is he doesn't seem to have the typical Hollywood marriage.
Right.
They've been married 35 years. They seem to have a really good relationship.
Yeah, she seems to support him. They just really seem to love each other.
The other thing we like is they're not really in the media a lot. You don't see a
Right.
whole bunch about their relationship. You know, it's
Right.
kind of like a private kind of thing. It's real nice.
So the question is, what would make a man say that his wife is his lifetime achievement?
Of all the things that he could have said, I mean, he's done a bunch of different movies. He has been very charitable. He goes and he says great things at graduations. You know, they were talking about that recently. You've seen it on social media.
He's been doing a lot of
he does a lot of
motivational speaking and stuff like that.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that he can be proud of. And when asked what his greatest achievement was, he says his wife.
Yeah, so tell me what would you say would make someone say that?
Well, in my case, I would say it's really difficult to have a successful relationship. So it takes so much hard work to make it work that I could see that easily being said that that's a lifetime achievement.
That's true.
There's no question about it.
That's true.
When you think about all the stuff that we've been through, let's just take away any of the crazy stuff that has happened in our lives. Let's take away the accident, let's take away the cancer, let's take away any of the sickness or any of the stuff that's happened.
Yeah.
You just go with the regular, mundane, routine stuff. It's hard enough just on a regular basis to keep ourselves happy in our relationship because so many different things are happening all the time.
That's true.
That's a really big achievement, I think.
That's true.
But the thing that got me the most actually was when the interviewer asked Paulette about Denzel as a man. And her response was that there wasn't enough time to talk about how great of a man he was.
Right.
And I thought that was really nice.
She could have just been like, "Oh, well, you know, he's done a lot of things in his career and I'm proud of him."
Right.
She said, "No, he's such a good man.
Right.
I would be here talking to you all day."
Right.
Because there's so much about him that's great.
Yes.
And it was just so sweet.
Yeah.
Because you could tell she meant that.
It seemed real.
You know, it seemed real.
And so in my opinion, as a man, that's what I want. I want to feel like my wife thinks of me that way. That she'd be willing to actually say to people in public that she thinks I'm a great man.
Yeah.
I think any man would want that.
I think so
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
And
That's kind of a big deal.
I think any woman would want that she would be his lifetime achievement award.
Right, that's true.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right, yeah.
Men want us as women to support and to be there for them in a way that is real, genuine, like we talked about earlier, ride or die. You know, that person that's gonna be there for them.
Right.
No matter what.
And I think every woman wants a man who puts her above everything else. That in a situation where you're being awarded for doing something great in your career, that she would still feel like she's more important even than that.
Yeah.
And that's what I think Denzel's answer actually meant.
Right.
He was basically saying, all this stuff that you're telling me about today, that you're awarding me for, that's something, but that's no big deal.
Right.
What's really important is this woman right here. She's my real lifetime achievement. So I think they both really exemplified in that moment what it's really like to be a part of a relationship that really works.
I agree.
Yeah.
And the thing I like too, when they asked him what his achievement was in life, she said, "Our 4 children." Like, there's no question about it, which I loved because it was like, she didn't think, "Oh, it's probably when he did this movie."
Or when he got an Oscar for
probably-
Training Day.
Exactly,
Right, exactly.
you know, or anything like that.
Right.
She immediately said 4 children.
So she knew her husband, as a good man, would think more about his family than about his actual work.
Exactly. Even when she said it, she didn't say me, but she said something dealing with his family. She said your kids.
Right, exactly.
You know, which means I think that they have really established this idea in their home that families first.
Right.
You know, with all of the stuff that's going on with you know, being in Hollywood and all that. That can kind of distract you.
Yeah.
But I think they've decided to make family number one.
Yeah, there's a lot of money involved in what he does. There's a lot of fame involved in what he does. A lot of recognition, all the stuff that many people want. And yet it seems like they have decided to prioritize family.
Yeah.
That's kind of like why we like them as a couple.
Yeah, and I think that we can take from them, that, you know, staying grounded.
Yes.
And with the busyness of life and with work, because a lot of people put their work over their families.
True.
You know, and it may not be intentional.
Right.
But if you're not intentional about your family, if you're not intentional about your relationship, then you can put other things over your relationship, your family,
True.
your marriage, your kids, all of that stuff.
Very true.
Yeah.
So we salute you, Denzel.
Yeah.
Your real lifetime achievement is definitely your wife, Pauletta. We're hoping
And you still fine.
you do look good. You're a nice looking man. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest.
It doesn't make, with Denzel, even the men thinks he's fine.
Exactly.
Like, there's no argument there. You know, it's just what it is.
It's okay to say that too.
It is.
It's fine. Yeah. So we'll see you next time on John and April's Kitchen Table.
All right. Bye.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell to be notified about our next episode.
See you next time.
Bye.